And right now, only young men are required to register for selective service, but some say young women should be treated the same, and that means young women should register as well. Senator Ted Cruz disagrees, saying the selective service should remain men only.
As the father of 2 little girls, we are not going to be drafting our daughters into combat on the front lines. I have to admit, I was stunned 2 debates ago when 3 of the Republican candidates stood up on stage and said they supported drafting women. I was sitting there looking around going, are you people nuts? I tell you, I halfway expected Rod Serling to walk out and say, you have entered the twilight zone.
Former U.S. Army Kiowa Warrior helicopter pilot in command, and Iraq and Afghanistan combat veteran, former Chief Warrant Officer, too, Amber Smith goes on the record. Nice to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Always wonderful to see you. All right. Now, first of all, there's no draft for men or women right now. Let's get that straight. It's a question of registration with selective service, right? So what's your position? Senator Ted Cruz says men only. Your view, having served in the military, is what?
Well, I think that now that Secretary of Defense Ash Carter made the decision where he removed the ban that prevented women from serving in all of those combat jobs, now that the decision has been made, I think that, yes, women should have to sign up for the selective service the same way as men do, because the only thing that has prevented women from signing up for the past 30 years has been that ban, and it's no longer there. And so I think that what it comes down to is with equal opportunity comes equal responsibility, and there's no such thing as partial equality. You can't pick and choose when it applies to you.
I think a lot of women feel that way. I mean, I feel that way. I mean, how can we possibly want equal rights and then say, well, accept that one? You know, I mean, it's not, obviously, look, I'm not going to be signing up for it. I'm certainly, if there's ever a draft, I'm not going to be drafted. But, you know, it's like, you know, we want equal pay, you know, and we want everything equal, but, you know, but we want to pick and choose this way. And I think in some ways it sets women back if they ask for that special deal.
Exactly. And I think where some of the controversy arises and sort of what Ted Cruz was playing into the emotions of the voters is that women aren't suddenly going to get drafted to the front lines, and we're sending in these innocent, helpless women who aren't trained and do not have the proper equipment. All this means that you are signing up for the selective service, which is the pool if there was ever a draft to be enacted in this country, which we haven't had one enacted since the early 70s, and I don't think that we're going to see one again in this country. We've been an all-volunteer force. We've been fighting in 2 wars since the early 2000s. And that's what I think we're going to see with the future of our military.
All right. What's this Kiowa helicopter you flew?
It is imagine a small little gunship. It's a 2-seater helicopter. We carry a 50 cal machine gun and a rocket pod that carries 7 high explosive rockets. We have the capabilities of carrying Hellfire missiles, and we're direct support for the infantry. So we fly anywhere from 50 to 300 feet above them, right there in the fight with them. When the ground troops are in trouble, they give us a call and we help them out any way that we can.
How many years do you do this?
7 years and 10 months.
And do you miss it?
I do. I miss that aircraft so much. It was a great aircraft to fly. It was like a race car in the sky.
And women are a good contribution to their military, aren't they?
Absolutely. There's lots of female Kiowa pilots out there.
Anyway, Amber, it's always nice to see you. And thank you for your service.
Thank you.